Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's POWERBOOST. I am Reena Patel, and I'm from Cinnaminson, New Jersey. And the topic that we're going to explore today is think, but think positive. And just looking back at life from childhood until the time we leave this body, there's one thing that we constantly do every day, every moment, and that is thinking. And we can't stop from thinking, and we shouldn't dare to stop from thinking because that's part of who we are. However, we can channelize our thinking because there are many different thoughts, and I'm sure you might all be aware of the different thoughts that we have. Right? We've got waste thoughts, negative thoughts, ordinary thoughts, positive thoughts. And so what do I want to think? Right? So the topic is think, but think positive. Sometimes many people say that they want to stop thinking because they're so fed up with the thoughts that they keep getting. And it's like an express train that just doesn't stop. And if you've ever noticed, whenever you have any negative or waste thoughts, they are super bad. And they really drain a lot of energy out of you. And so at the end of the day, you may not have done any labor work. However, you feel very tired. And that's because you've been thinking a lot and sometimes even overthinking. And what are those kind of thoughts that we have? We have thoughts from the past. We have thoughts of what people may have said, maybe what they may not have said. It's a lot of assumptions that we also think about. And then also lots of thoughts of the future, right? And especially at times like this, with the pandemic, people were indoors. They had a lot of thoughts, a lot of stress was building, a lot of tension was building for majority of the people. I can't say for everyone, but for the majority, it wasn't a great time because they were in the house and they didn't know what to do and therefore not know what to think. And that's where we say that we need to channelize our thinking. We're not going to stop our thinking. It's kind of like a spring. If you've ever hold on to a spring and you press it hard, it will go down, but how long are you going to keep pressing it that hard, right? At one point, you're going to have to let go. And when you let go, that spring doesn't just come back to its original size, but it actually flies out of your hand and goes somewhere far before it goes back to its original size. And that tells us that when we try to suppress our thinking, right? When we say I'm not going to think anything and I try for 1 minute, for 2 minutes, if you're successful for 5 minutes, you just don't have any thought. However, once you've overwhelmed yourself by not having any thought, it's like you just can't hold it anymore. And all of a sudden, it's like the string goes off and a whole bunch of thoughts keep coming at you in one go. And so we don't want to stop our thoughts. However, we want to change our thoughts. We want to channelize them in the right direction. And so a few things that I've noticed that really helps is reading some affirmations, holding on to affirmations about who I am, and just thinking about it, bringing that into our awareness constantly. And if you've ever noticed that whenever you've had successful moments in your life, if you think about those moments, what are you doing is that you're bringing that feeling into the present time by thinking about those successful moments, and you're actually making yourself very powerful in terms of a situation that comes at the present time. If you don't feel weak, but you feel more empowered when you have those memories of how you were successful before. Now, we don't want this to happen just once in a blue moon, right? We want it to happen constantly. We want to have these thoughts constantly. And so one of the best things to do is really pick up an affirmation point, a virtue, a power, a quality, and just think about it all day in your thoughts. Speak about it to others as well. And also in your actions, you want to carry that virtue out in your actions. So a simple virtue could be a virtue of peace. So let me have thoughts on peace. Let me speak peacefully. Let me have words that are peaceful. And then let me carry out my actions peacefully. And so it could be as simple as washing dishes, right? But then what am I doing? How am I doing? Am I banging the dishes, right, as I'm washing them? Or am I gently, peacefully, just enjoying the process as I'm doing that? And so that's how I'm bringing these virtues into my practical life. But also, the other thing is that I want to keep the awareness that I am peace. I am love. I am a happy being. I am a being of joy. I am tolerant. I am patient. And so the more I say this to myself internally, the more I feel this internally, I actually am increasing this power within me. And this is all thinking, and it's all thinking positive. So let's go into a meditation that you can also do throughout the day. And you can do maybe for a minute, you can do for 2 minutes, you can do for 3 minutes throughout the day. And this will be like a little recharger for you, during the day, rather than just being charged up in the morning. This will be like a recharge for you throughout the day. As many times as you do, you're recharging your. Let's sit comfortably, but very alert. Let's focus our eyes gently on something in front of us. Just take a small point and gently just focus your eye on that. And bring your awareness inside and push it around you. For now,